Two furry envoys from China are stealing the spotlight today with a very special state welcome this morning in Toronto.
Thank you and Mrs. Harper for being here with us to welcome the VIPs. That is very important pandas from China.
And those VIPs are Ershen and Damao. They are the first giant pandas to visit Canada in 24 years. The Prime Minister and his wife helped greet the special guests. The bears arrived in style on board the Panda Express, a FedEx jet specially customized for their travel. The pandas are on loan to Canada from China for 10 years. They will spend 5 years at the Toronto and Calgary zoos. And the deal was announced during Stephen Harper's last trip to China last year. Faith Goldy was at Pearson Airport this morning for the very special delivery. She joins us now live in our Toronto newsroom with more. So Faith, this really is panda diplomacy in action. Tell us about the big welcome for these special ambassadors.
Well, Sneha, it was Panda-monium. No shortage of panda puns there. You even heard the Chinese ambassador to Canada there saying VIP, very important pandas. Massive crowd of media and actual VIPs. We had Mayor Rob Ford, Mayor of Toronto, several city councillors, as well as several close to the PMO, the Prime Minister himself, as well as his wife, Laureen Harper, greeted the two new pandas from China to Canada. Ershen, that's the female panda, 5 years old, and Mao, the male panda. Now, they've been sent here as a breeding pair. We are hoping that they will have little pandas while in Canada. However, these will not be anchor pandas. They will have to return back to China with their hopeful mother and father. I've come with some panda swag, as you can see, Sneha. These were being handed out there, little pandas with the Canadian flag. And as you mentioned, 24 years since we've seen giant pandas here in Canada as an act, really, of Canadian panda diplomacy. And actually, Stephen Harper, just earlier today, commented on this symbolic gesture that this is for the nation. Let's listen in.
Under the terms of the agreement, both zoos will invest in panda research and conservation initiatives. These efforts will make it possible for future generations to experience these magnificent animals up close and in person. So congratulations to the Toronto Zoo and the Calgary Zoo for making this happen. Lastly, I want to offer my sincere thanks to the government of China for sharing these two pandas, symbols of peace and friendship with all Canadians.
So symbols of peace and friendship. And before the panda research can begin, the pandas have now been transported to the Toronto Zoo, where they will be under quarantine just as a safety measure before an actual exhibit will open up around the two visiting pandas. And from there, we'll see. I'm sure that Toronto Zoo numbers will be going up massively. However, we have not been told as of yet when this public exhibit is set to open. And Sneha, as you mentioned, 5 years here until they're moved way westward over to the Calgary Zoo, where if no breeding takes place here, then fingers crossed that will happen then. As for now, these pandas, well, they can expect, although they're carnivores, they eat almost exclusively bamboo shoots, about 20 to 45 kilos a day. So about 900 kilos will be FedExed in for the new breeding pair every single week. So this is the beginning of, I think, a beautiful relationship. Back over to you, Sneha.
All right. Thank you so much, Faith.
You're very welcome.
That is Faith Goldy in our Toronto newsroom.